Welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna go over conceptually how materials form. Let's take an example of an iron rod. You might know that all materials are made up of what we refer to as atoms. These are fundamental particles that exist in the universe. None of us have seen atoms, and no human will ever be able to see atoms. And I will make a video on why no human can ever see atoms. But for now, let us believe that there exist these fundamental particles of different size and shapes and weights that form matter as we see. For our purpose, we'll consider an iron atom. Now this atom has a size of about 0.13 nanometer. Now imagine having a lot of these iron atoms in a controlled volume at a temperature of about 3000 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, the energy of these atoms will be so high that the whole volume or this group of iron atoms will stay in a gaseous state. So you can see in this image and can imagine that these iron atoms will be moving randomly. Now, as you decrease the temperature, the energy of these iron atoms will also decrease, and they will start to slowly come together and arrange themselves in a certain manner, as you can see here. For iron atoms in particular, at about 2500 degrees Celsius, the system of these iron atoms will convert into a liquid state. As we further decrease the temperature, at about 1530 degrees Celsius, these iron atoms will start to arrange themselves in a particular structure. To be specific, a body-centered cubic structure, and convert into a solid state. However, the arrangement of these iron atoms won't always be ideal. There may be certain atoms missing from a spot where there was supposed to be an atom. There may be an atom displaced from its original or the spot where it was supposed to be. And we may have another set of solid iron atoms that had formed at a different location along a different orientation, which may come together and join to the first set, and thereby creating the structure as you see on your screen. In materials engineering, these sets where we have a defined unique arrangement of atoms are referred to as grains, and the boundary between these two is referred to as grain boundaries. And this is how eventually a lot of these iron atoms will form into a solid state and eventually form an iron rod which we touch and see. However, it will also go through two more solid state transformation as we cool it down from 1530 degrees Celsius. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of the transformation that iron atoms go through as we cool it down from 1500 degrees Celsius. Through this video, I just wanted to give you a conceptual understanding of how materials really form. Now, I will leave you guys with another question that you guys can provide the solution for and win another prize. But this time, we'll choose a winner at random. So the question for this video is, how many iron atoms do we need to place side by side in order to end up with a 1 meter length of iron atoms? Okay, so make sure you again provide your solutions along with proper calculations. And as always, I'll leave the link for your question submissions as well as the Matty meme challenge in the description of this video. See you guys in the next one.